We all agree outshines us all today. It's 1 in a million. It's absolutely stunning. I'd also like to echo Simon's thanks to both sets of parents, Roger and Brenda, Joe and Brad, who have played a really important role, not just in the success of today, but also in raising 2 great people, 2 great friends of mine, whose marriage we're celebrating here today. With that in mind, I ask you to join me in standing and raising a toast to the parents. Cheers. To the parents. To the parents. To us. Okay, so I should say that the formative years I spent in the company of the group means that he's had as much part of developing my sense of humour as possible. So I'll now try to make this speech as funny as possible. If it's not, just blame me. Okay, right, before I begin my ritual character assassination of you, Simon, I'd like to ask Caroline to place your right hand on the table. What? Simon, you place your left hand on top of Caroline. And I'll reveal all a bit later. Now the good news is, as your best man, it's my job to indulge you in as many embarrassing and humorous stories from my days as you possibly can. Unfortunately, the bad news is I have so much material that we actually could be here for some time. No, of course, I'm only kidding. I do have plenty of juicy material, but about 90% of what I've got is not actually fit. I.e. dancing on a friend's sister's bed to Shania Twain. Hey! Many 420 celebrations we've had.
Where was the sister?
No. Also not to forget the shirtless lad, shower gel and body rubbing incident. And apologising to a friend's dad for accidentally buying late night entertainment. If anyone wants full details of these stories, see me at the bar. A couple of pints, people. Now, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Andy and I've known Si for almost 14 years. We've been through school, we've been through college, we've been through university together, we've been work colleagues, housemates, and we've been bandmates as well. So you can say I'm pretty well qualified to dish the dirt on this stuff. We first met in school through our mutual love of heavy music. A friend introduced me to him as a guitarist needing a drummer for his punk rock band. Within half an hour of meeting Si, we were locked in what was a battle of musical speed. Drums versus guitar, it was simply who was the most rock and roll. I won. Only because I wouldn't know. Now, for as long as I can remember, Simon's been chasing the rock and roll lifestyle. If you've ever seen him play live, you're guaranteed to see him chasing the spotlight at every opportunity. Whether that's in a guitar solo, or setting up his amp. I can say though that through many years of playing with Si, he has improved a lot as a musician. It's either that or the musicians in his band have. Now, if there's anything if there's one thing I've learned about Simon over the years, it's the fact that he likes to drink or 10 before a performance, quite often during it as well. I'll never forget the night that Si was on his most direct path to true rock and roll destruction. Our man of the moment used to be the vocalist in a band called Head Drill. It was during his gig with the band that Simon decided that this night was the night that represented the best opportunity at him being as seriously rock and roll as he could be. Now we all know the proper famous stories of the great rock and rollers destroying hotel rooms, driving Rolls Royces into swimming pools and stuff, etc., etc. But Simon's equivalent actually came in the form of truly believing he could kick a lamppost over for about an hour while trying to throw concrete slabs at people if anyone crossed his path. They only landed about half a foot in front of him as well. You can always be sure that this guy was always wanted by him. The lead guitar was definitely the right choice of instrument for him. I don't think it's really much of a secret, but Simon absolutely loved to be centre of attention, as you could probably tell from his speech. And what better day for him today to revel in it. So Simon, as your best man, it's my duty just to remind you not to forget Caroline as well. Now, over the years we've been to many festivals together, but we've not always been so successful in getting back from them. One particular instance, in the Big Day Out Festival in '99, Simon drove, we spent the whole day, we were getting drunk, sunburnt, we were sweaty, we were aching from watching all these rock and roll bands that are some of our favourite bands all day. And all the lads wanted nothing more than just to basically fall asleep in Simon's car, sober up and drive home. And it was on this walk back to this amazing moment, Si decides to announce he lost the car keys. She did. So we were stuck in Milton Keynes till the following morning. And that night wasn't without its funny incidents, including one very bizarre sleepwalking incident. But let me just take this time to say thanks to Simon's dad, Roger, who actually came to our rescue the following morning. As I think we were all a little worse for wear to actually remember saying thanks. Now I'm actually also told this isn't the first time Roger's come to Simon's rescue. It was at the top of the Pops concert at Wembley Arena. Simon wanted to get a girl's phone number. Told our mate Neil over there to hang around and wait for him. So they tried changing tubes at Charing Cross Station, I'm told. They were kicked out because the station was closed. So again, they were stuck in London. 15 years old, stranded, nowhere, had no idea where they were, nowhere really going. About spending 3 hours in a shop doorway, or a doorway of a hotel on top. Eventually, and again, Roger drove to London with Neil's dad and picked him up. So thank you. If it wasn't for you in some way, Simon wouldn't actually be here today.
There's another way as well.
Okay. Now, looking at sight, maybe not today, but we can all see those ripped gym-type muscles, tattoos, and sometimes a shaven head. You might be surprised to hear that he's in fact very in touch with his feminine side. Ampest friend I have. Aside from his often colourful choice of clothing, here are two further points that go to support his campus. One. Coming to visit me in my second house in Guildford for suggesting, in full seriousness and while sober, that we have a picnic on my living room floor about 9 PM in the evening. Just the two of us. And secondly, it's an experience he had on a tour in the UK with some of the lads that are over there today. Now we all know living and touring the rock and roll lifestyle does mean they will involve at some point boozing, loads of sleepless nights, sort of squatting on the floor, squeezing into the back of the tour van, but ultimately playing some great shows. As someone put it, the necessary sacrifice you make for the love of your art. I'm told this wasn't easy for Simon, who was not enjoying the lack of his creature comforts. Now I'm told he was the first night spent on tour, he was in the front seat of the tour van. And spent the entire night whining, moaning, and whinging. He didn't want to be there. So much so, and I hear that I quote, "Right, that's it. What's the point? I'm going home. The tour's over." Maybe he's just so used to those creature comforts. He's always been so much more comfortable strewn across his leather couch in his pants with a beer and TV. A sight I'm only sure is so familiar to Caroline. So I can tell you, having spent plenty of time with Simon before he met Caroline, I can positively testify that she's worked a miracle domesticating the rock and roll beast that he once was. And so with that in mind, let me just come to the closing part of my speech. Now, in case any of you were wondering why I've asked Simon to place his hand on Caroline's, I will tell you all now. Si, to my final rock, it is with great pleasure that I've been able to give you the last 8 minutes or so in which you've had the upper hand on Caroline. Say the best of luck to the two of you. I really am so happy to be both two of my closest friends that I've known for longer than anyone. I really do hope you have a long happy future together. I mean that sincerely. Simon, thank you so much, man. It's been a great honour. Not only